open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
All right, we welcome the Bulldog back on this Overreaction Football Monday. What do you say, doggy?
The sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet. Nobody does trucks like Don Mealy Chevy out there in Claremont, where they are celebrating their 50th anniversary. Right now, by the way, you can get 3.9% APR for 60 months on a brand new Chevy Silverado, or up to $5,000 in bonus cash. How good is that? Chevy, together, let's drive. The conference championship games are set in the NFL. Rams versus the Seahawks in the NFC championship game next weekend. Patriots versus the Broncos in the AFC. Let's start with last night's game. The Rams win on a walk-off field goal by the thicker kicker, Harrison Mavis, who's known as that because of his big bone stature. He kicks a 42-yard field goal in OT. By the way, did you guys see the throw by the Bears quarterback Caleb Williams that forced overtime?
Phenomenal.
Insane.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, they were at the 14. He scrambles back like 30 or 40 yards and heaves one into the end zone for Cole Kmet for the tying touchdown with 18 seconds left. That forced overtime, and then the Rams win it in OT. So, yeah, Rams win. In the other AFC game on Saturday, the other NFC game, Seattle just dominates the 49ers 41-6. No problem there.
We kind of saw that coming, though. I mean,
Niners
were so
have been
depleted.
banged up all year long. The Patriots yesterday beat the Texans. 4 interceptions from C.J. Stroud, the Texans quarterback. Patriots end up winning that game 28-16. It was a sloppy game. Drake May, who threw for 3 touchdowns, but he fumbled 4 times in the game. So just a sloppy game in the snow up in New England. Patriots end up winning it. What a season for Mike Vrabel, the first-year coach of the Patriots. I mean, good God, they have won. What have they won now?
12?
They've 15 of their last 16 games is what they've won, and he's the coach of the year, no question about it. In the other AFC game on Saturday, all right, guys, did you watch the quote-unquote interception/catch debate?
I must have watched that 50 times now, and I still don't know what to make of that, man.
Yeah. Denver's game-winning drive came after an They ruled it an interception when Jaquan McMillan of Denver intercepted Josh Allen's deep pass in overtime. McMillan wrestled the ball away from Brandon Cooks. It looked like Brandon Cooks had possession as he hit the ground, but when all was said and done, McMillan had the ball, and the referee said, "Hey, Cooks did not complete the football play by making the catch as he hit the ground," so they gave the ball to Denver, and they end up winning on a game
without any review, which is the part that really, I think, a lot of us are like, why not just do it? Was so much, on the line. Why not just stop and look at it?
Yeah, and that's what Sean McDermott, the Bills coach, was upset about. He said, "Listen, just take a look at it at least when everybody, this is the ultimate game here, or nearly the ultimate game, and you don't even look at it." But the official said in a pool report, the receiver has to complete the process of a catch. He was going to the ground as part of the process of the catch and lost possession of the ball when he hit the ground. So that's what they ruled. And so Josh Allen, once again, not making the Super Bowl.
Well, Josh Allen also, though, to let's be fair here, committed some, mistakes that he normally doesn't do, including just before halftime where he, essentially allowed the Broncos to do the double dip, reverse double dip on the scoring situation.
Yeah, he threw 2 interceptions and lost 2 fumbles in the game.
A lot of upset Bills fans today. That's for damn sure.
No question about it.
Yours upset Broncos fans too. They're not going to have a quarterback for the AFC Championship. You got to think New England's, going to the Super Bowl, man.
Well, are you counting out the great Jared Stidham? Their
Pretty
backup
much.
quarterback?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. What a fluke injury. Bo Nix at the end of that game, has a keeper. He's running the ball. He loses 2 yards, gets tackled, doesn't look, he limps a little bit after the play, ends up after the play, he throws a deep pass to Marvin Mims that drew an pass interference call, and that set up the game-winning field goal by Will Lutz. And then nobody said anything after the game about an injury. And then an hour after his post-game press conference, I'm having a brain infarction. Sean Payton, the Denver coach, comes back into the press room and delivers the news that Bo Nix out for the rest of the season, obviously with a broken ankle.
So when he took
surgery.
Is it accurate when he got dinged on that play, but then when they set up the where the kicker wanted the ball, they took a knee, and that was essentially what was the final blow to the ankle?
I don't know.
It sounded like that was when they realized that was when things weren't so good with his ankle.
Maybe, but you could tell after the 2-yard loss on the keeper, he was limping a little bit. Yeah. So people are sort of surmising that's where he broke the ankle, not on the kneel down. So,
right.
Anyway, it's a shame. National title game tonight, Miami versus Indiana. I'm trying to figure out who's the Cinderella here. Indiana's the number 1 seed. They're the overwhelming favorite, but they're the losingest program in college football history. Miami's a massive underdog. I think it was 8 points last I saw, or 8.5, but they're one of the most dominant programs in college football history. Who's the underdog? Who's the Cinderella tonight?
Oh, I know. I think it's great that we've got 2 teams in it. That at the beginning of the season, Miami has a pretty good team, but no one saw Indiana rolling like this to this level. So on that level, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah. Who do you got? Who do you got, Lynch?
Well, we're going to talk more in depth with Mark Daniels a little bit later and focus on this. I think if Miami does what they're best at doing, long sustained drives on the ground and dominate the clock and get to Mendoza a little bit, they should be able to win.
What do you think, dog?
I think Miami's going to get hammered.
I don't know, man.
Indiana's just been so dominant. I mean, they dominated Oregon. They dominated Alabama. And Miami's been winning, but barely. So,
I'm with you, dog. I never want to root against a Florida team, and I'm not.
No, I'm not rooting
realistic.
against them. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I think Indiana's dominated everybody. They have one of the best offenses in college football. They have one of the best defenses in college football. They don't make mistakes. They fumbled one time all year long. They lead the nation in turnover margin. I just don't know how anybody could think Indiana's not the overwhelming favorite.
And that's what I see.
But I hope I'm wrong. I hope Miami wins. Believe me.
I hope you're wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I mean, Miami not making any mistakes tonight.
You got to remember they've been the underdog in every game they played so far in the playoffs. So they kind of thrive off of that. So
no question. Other news: Magic split a couple of games in Europe. They win their opener over in Berlin. That was on Thursday night when Franz Wagner made his return after missing 16 games with that high ankle sprain. And then yesterday, they get blown out in London by the Grizzlies, 126 to 109. The Magic defense again lacking yesterday. They allowed 100 points in the first 3 quarters, and that was the game.
They may have gotten blown out, but thank you to everybody that came out to 4th Street Bar and Grill yesterday.
Little watch party action.
Nice.
The Lightning win streak came to an end at St. Louis on Friday, but then they started a new one yesterday with a 4-1 win over Dallas. So.
What was that win streak? Like 11 games?
It was like 11 or 12, yeah. Mm-hmm. And, but they've been on quite the tear as of late. So good for them, man.
Yeah.
All right. You watching the game tonight at the palatial estate there?
Absolutely. I'm not going out to watch the game. No way.
All right. He is Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Game On with Brandon Kravitz, weekday afternoons at 3 on FM 96.9 The Game.
By the way, happy birthday to Dolly Parton and the late, great Janis Joplin. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me.
So glad he's back.
W JRR rocks on the iHeartRadio app.
More rock, less talk.